Hey guys, today on Project DIY, we're going to be tackling something on the vehicles. Today we're going to be putting on my truck, 2015 Silverado. We're going to be putting new calipers, rotors, and brake pads on the front. Alright, and I have a cheater bar as well we're going to use. Slide this over top of it. Gives you a little bit more leverage instead of just that little bitty handle on it. So just make sure you're all the way on there and that off. Well, we'll have to get another one because that extension sheared off inside my socket. Did not go as planned, so take two. We have changed gears just a little bit. I tried doing it by hand at my house and it sheared the end off of it, so I drove over here to my dad's. He's got the magic impact there, so that's going to make it a whole lot easier. Alright, we ran a couple different options and none of them have worked very well. So what we've gone with here now seems like it's gonna work. It's just a solid bar. All I'm needing to do is just break these loose so I can jack it up and then start taking everything off. And then we run it back on. We might use the air wrench there just to make it a little easier. Whoever put these on last, they put them on there very good, maybe too good. Grab my cheater bar. Oh yeah. That extra leverage makes it a whole lot easier. If you have a bar like that or something, you can just slide over top of it. Gives you a little bit of extra leverage. Alright, there you go. That there makes it, there's nothing to give when you have this here. So that's one kind of nice thing about it. But we'll do the same thing to the other side. We'll break them all loose and then we'll jack it up and get these tires off of here. Alright, we've got our wheel off. Let's go in here and take a look real quick. So right here's your bolt that you're going to take off to get the caliper off, the bracket, one there and one right here. And on this, like I said, it's a 2015 Silverado. I don't know how compatible all of them are, but this here, it's going to be a 3/4. So I have a socket and an opening wrench. We'll see which one's easier. We'll give this a whirl and see. We can get it off there. Make sure it's in reverse, that always helps. There it comes. Once you get it broke free, it comes out pretty easily. Same thing for the bottom. Now just make sure when you get that off, don't just let it sit and hang by this brake line right here, okay? You don't want to sit and hang. You can either set it up here somehow, or you can get a bungee, something like this, just to strap it up around something. All right, now we can just take our brake pads out. All right, next up is the two bolts. There's one right here on the back side, the bracket up for your caliper. And there's one right here up top where my socket's on. These are an 18mm. These two right here were 18. My lug nuts was 3/4, and then the first two I took off were 3/4. But this one here, why they have to always change everything, I don't know, but they do. So anyways, you just wanna, I done cracked these, they weren't quite that loose. I'd say these actually were the worst ones. I had to spray a little WD on there. If you got any WD or penetrating oil, it'd be a good idea to probably spray on there, let it sit for a few minutes. Mine, if I had to guess, I'd say these are probably the original rotors and everything. So, let me run these off here. We'll get this off, and we'll get the rotor off, and then we should be able to start putting things back together again a little bit. Alright, we've gotten the rotor off there. Have it over here laying on the floor. it also had this piece in here, like an Allen wrench. It was seized up in there. We could not get it out, so we wound up taking a grinder and grinding across it there because I didn't need this. So we could kind of just put a chisel in there and kind of just work it slowly back around. Just FYI, those are a pain in the butt to get out. So now we're ready to put everything back together. Alright, we got the rotor on, got our caliper on, attach the brake line back to it just to unscrew it, just unbolts. It's going to leak a little bit, so you can have a canister or something. I had this here sitting here because you're going to lose some brake fluid. Just have that handy. Screwed it back on. Now we're going to get this bad boy here. Bolt this back on with that big bolt we took off. And then we'll be able to anchor everything all the way back down. Remember, this is the 18 millimeter. Let me get this back to tighten. Got that there on. Now let's grab our brake pads, pop them on, and we'll set our caliper back on there. All right, we're gonna take a little brake parts cleaner, spray it on a rag, wipe down our caliper, our rotor, get any grease or oil that might be on it. Now we can put brackets on for the brake pads. There you go. They just kind of snap on there, right there on these here. Just snaps over, just push it down on there like that. Alright, now we'll take our brake pads. Snap in. Same thing for the back. Sit in there like so. Set it back down here in place, just like that. And then the bolts we took out earlier, these here, and go right back in there where we took them out. Just get them started, it'll hold it on there. I'll take a 3/4, tighten those down. Alright, before I put these back on, let me say something. This here, if you're just doing a regular brake job, these here come out as your brake pads get thinner. So they make a tool that you can put in here to compress that, or you can get a board in there with a C-clamp and clamp it like this right here. Clamp it on the back side where you can smash everything back in. But these are brand new, so everything's already pushed back in, but I just wanted to give you that tidbit in case you're just watching this just to change your brake pads. You'll have to make sure you get that pushed in. Like I said, they do make a tool for that if you don't have a C-clamp or something like that. And the tool makes it a whole lot simpler. Alright, now just put the tire back on. Take your lug nuts, get them started. Take our bar again with our 3/4. You start tightening these, you want to go every other one. That way it tightens everything down evenly. Alright, we got all these hand tight now. Now we're just going to go alternate all the way around. Just kind of get it where it's snug, and then we'll jump around every other one. Those are hand tight. We'll drop the truck down, then we'll put torque on it, get everything tightened down really good. Then we'll do the exact same thing to the other side, and the only thing we'll do, we'll come back on the back side and we will bleed the brake lines the way everything's good, and then check our brake fluid, and we should be good to go. Project will be done after that. Alright, when you bleed the brakes, you have your bleeder valve right here. You just want to take a wrench, put it on there. You'll crack it just a little bit when they push the pedal in. That'll let all the air to come out before they release it. You want to tighten it back up. And then that's all you do until you're getting a constant flow. Every time they're pushing the pedal down, it's squirting it out. That means all your air's out, and then you can tighten it down permanently and take your cap and then pop it back on there. That's all there is to it. Guys, hopefully this video has been helpful for you all. If you would, give us some likes, give us some subscriptions, and remember, as always, why hire a guy when you can DIY? Thanks for watching.